Today I'm going to be showing you 3 superfood breakfast ideas that I love. I'm sure you guys have heard the word superfoods like thrown around all the time. Superfoods are nutrient-dense foods that are usually packed with antioxidants, vitamins, minerals. These are things that are going to help with preventing disease, preventing cancers, and just keeping your body healthy. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own granola, and what's nice is you can use it as a snack, you can eat it for breakfast, and then you can add it to other breakfast ideas that we'll get to later on in this video. All you're gonna need for your granola are a few simple ingredients. Make sure to not get quick cooking oats. They're gonna change the texture, so you just want your traditional old-fashioned oats. You'll need 1 banana, also some almond butter. You can use any nut butter. I'm gonna use almond butter today. Then the other thing we'll be adding is cacao nibs. I know, a little bit of chocolate. If you've never had cacao nibs, they actually kind of taste like a coffee bean meets a little dark chocolate because they're kind of bitter, but it's nice because it gives you that chocolate essence, but it doesn't have any sugar in it, and it is a superfood. 1 serving of cacao nibs is around 28% of your daily fiber intake. It's good to have fiber because it keeps everything flowing nicely. Yes. I like to go to a supermarket that has bulk bins. So I will go through and I'll just find whatever raw nuts look really yummy. So the ones that I chose this week were hazelnuts, I have cashews, I have walnuts, and I also have almonds in here. So we're gonna start off by using 1 banana, and then I'm just gonna mash that right into the bowl where it becomes like a nice pureed texture. Then I'm gonna take 2 tablespoons of almond butter. Then you're just gonna mix those 2 together until they become like a nice, lumpy, yummy, ooey gooey paste. Now I don't usually measure my cacao nibs, I just pour a little bit in. So just whatever you want really is fine. And again, just kind of mix that all together. Oh my God, this smells so good. Just have a lined cookie sheet. You're just gonna take your oats, pour them on your cookie sheet. And then I've already taken 2 big handfuls of my nuts and I've crushed them. And what I like to use to crush my nuts is a meat tenderizer. So what I do is I put them in a Ziploc bag and then I just lightly press them, and you can kind of like pound them out a little bit. So that is the best way to crush your nuts. I don't know why, it just makes me giggly. Whatever, you know, crushing my nuts. So we're just gonna pour the nuts right over our oats. And then we're gonna take our yummy mixture. Let me get a spoon. So good. When you're making granola, you can do around 300 to 350 degrees, but you wanna make sure you're watching it because granola can definitely burn easily. So while it's in there cooking, I'll check on it and sometimes turn it once, but overall it's really simple. So you're gonna mix this mixture right into your oats, and I'm also gonna add a little bit of coconut oil really quickly. The coconut oil is great because it's filled with, again, healthy fats, and it prevents it from sticking and also burning, and it gives you that nice like crust. This is gonna cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. I recommend to check it at 10 minutes, and that way you know if like you need to take it out or if you gotta cook it a little longer. Also, this will literally make your house smell like heaven. My house smells so good. So I checked on my granola at 10 minutes. I let it cook for another 5, and then I feel like it needed a little bit more crispiness. So I let it cook for another 5, and then I let it sit out, and I've already let it dry so it's nice and crunchy. Now if you like your granola a little more chewy, you can cook it a little bit less, but I like mine nice and crunchy. So now what I'm gonna do is, a serving of granola is about 3/4 of a cup. So I will actually measure that, pour it in a bowl. Because we've got the cacao nibs and the peanut butter and the banana, I wanna kinda keep it within that theme. And just pour this in. Cut some banana into your cereal. Doesn't that look so yummy? And then you can just add your favorite nut milk, which I like to just use a little almond milk. And that's it, you have a nice crunchy, hold on, cereal. I like this as a sub for oatmeal because I just don't really like mushy textures. I like more of a crunch, so I really love to make a granola. So good. Also, if you do want to add a little bit of honey or agave, you can do that stuff. But right now, you know that I'm on a sugar detox right now, so I gotta cut as much sugar as possible. So I'm keeping all these recipes pretty low in sugar and high in nutrients. But again, if you feel like you need a little bit of honey, add a little bit of honey. The next superfood breakfast recipe I'm gonna show you is my ultimate superfood green smoothie. Ta-da! It's all here. So smoothies are a really good way to just get a ton of nutrients, and they're fast and they're easy and you can take them on the go. So the first thing I'm gonna do is add my spinach to my Ninja cup. I just love being able to just pack a ton of greens into a meal, but you don't have to feel like you're like eating so many greens, because honestly, to get the amount of nutrients you would need to eat so many vegetables. So I love green smoothies. Then I'm going to use a little dinosaur kale. I used to be weirded out by dinosaur kale, but I love it now. I actually don't even use the other kale. I like the flavor of this one better. It's a little milder, and it's perfect for a Caesar salad, which I'll have to show you that recipe too one day. So then I also like to take 1 stalk of celery and also half of a cucumber cut up into pieces. It's gonna make it a lot easier for your blender to work. And I love both of these vegetables because they're water dense. So they're really good, again, for detoxifying the body. Now you can use any liquid for your green smoothies. You can use a nut milk or water, coconut water. Also you can use juice, but just keep in mind that if you do use juice, it will add that sweetness, but it's also like hiking up your sugar intake. So if that's something that you wanna kind of keep low, I recommend to just do water, because once we add in our fruits, honestly, you don't even miss that extra sugar. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of water to this real quick. I start with just about a half a cup because I don't like when my green smoothie is super runny. I like it when it's a little bit thicker and smoothie-like. So I'm gonna first just blend this up, and then I'm gonna add my fruit next, just because we've packed it all the way up and I can't really add anything else. I like to pre-freeze my bananas because it makes the entire drink really creamy and it adds the perfect amount of sweetness. If you're trying to keep your sugar intake low, I just use a half a banana personally, but when I make the smoothie for Dan, I'll usually use 1 banana. So it's really just kind of what you want. Sometimes I like to add apples as well, but I wanted to change it up a bit, so I just put some kiwi. And here's a little trick for kiwis if you guys don't know this, because cut it in half. You take your spoon, right in the corner, and it pops right out. You don't have to peel the kiwi, like that's way too much work. We're also gonna add a little bit of ginger. Ginger is very strong and pungent, so just a pinch. I'm not a huge fan of ginger, but I like to add it to my smoothie because ginger is an anti-inflammatory and it's really healthy for you. It also helps with nausea, FYI. So literally this little bit, that's it. Now if you like a lot of ginger, my husband loves ginger. He puts way more than me, but I'm not really crazy about it. I really just eat it for health benefits. That's it. And then we'll blend. Don't be scared, guys. I know it's green, but it's really good. Also, I made a little bit of a mess, so I had to do a quick little wardrobe change because I had green everywhere. That's okay. I feel like it needs more banana. That's what's good about green smoothies, because you can just like add more, take away less. And as you're making them for yourself, you're gonna kind of see like, okay, I want to put a little more spinach, or I want to take away a little spinach. Today I put a lot of green, so that's why I feel like it needs a little bit more banana. There we go. That is the consistency Mama wanted. You know me, I like to save the best for last, and this is my favorite breakfast that I've actually been super obsessed with. And I am not the kind of person who eats the same thing over and over and over and over. And last month, I can probably say that I ate this for 3 weeks straight. It is so yummy. I'm sure you guys have had one before in your lifetime, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it right in your home. It is an acai bowl. These acai bowls, I don't know, is it just me, but like $15, bitch, for fruit. Like, they're so expensive. You can make all this stuff in your home, way more affordable. Now, yes, you do have to buy the ingredients, you do have to buy your toppings, which can cost a little bit of money, but overall, you're gonna yield so much more, so you're not spending $10 to $15 on an acai bowl. Like, that is insane to me. Of course, I've done it here and there, but every time I'm eating one, I'm like, what the fuck? This is expensive. So I'm gonna show you exactly how to create one right now. So I like to use the Amazonian unsweetened acai packets. For the longest time, I used the sweetened ones, and honestly guys, you don't need the extra sugar. With the fruit that you're adding inside and on top, like you don't need it. So the packets come frozen, so you wanna run it underwater for about 30 seconds to a minute, and while it's underwater, you're gonna like break it up into pieces. So we've got our acai in our cup, and the reason I love acai so much is because again, it's another superfood. It's packed with antioxidants, it's high in omega fatty acids, which is gonna be great for the skin. It gives you that nice healthy glow. Now I just started doing this and I really like it. I was afraid it was gonna mess up the taste of my acai, but it didn't, so I'm okay with it. Because I take my acai very seriously. So again, this is the Nativa's Organic Superfood Blend, and this one is beauty. I'll just read what's in there because it's a ton of good stuff for you. So organic flaxseed powder, goji berry powder, makia powder, I don't know if I pronounced that right, acai powder, maca powder, acerola cherry, I might have pronounced that wrong, lucuma powder, turmeric powder, and stevia leaf. So I'm gonna add 1 scoop of this. Again, this is just optional. You don't have to add these, but again, if you're just one of those people who you're like, you know what, girl, I need a little extra vitamins, I need some superfoods, I need antioxidants in my body, this is such an easy way just to incorporate that into your daily life. Then I like to add some frozen blueberries. And again, it's just adding more flavor and packing it with more antioxidants. Blueberries are really good for helping to repair cell damage and just keeping your body as young and healthy as possible. Then you're just gonna take 1/4 cup of liquid. I like to use almond milk. Sometimes I use water too, so whatever you wanna do is fine. I'm gonna add that in there. And then I'm gonna take half a frozen banana and add that to our smoothie bowl. You can do a fresh banana, of course, but I like to do a frozen banana because I think that it gives it a better texture. You'll notice that sometimes when you blend it, you wanna add your liquid in very small amounts because if you put too much, it's like a soupy mess and then it's not really a smoothie bowl. Take it off, shake it up a little bit. We have a lot of frozen stuff. If I would have used fresh bananas, a 1/4 cup of milk would have been okay. But because I did frozen, I need like a pinch, and I can tell, a pinch of liquid. Look, let me show you how much. Too much, no, just kidding. That's perfect, that's all you need. Just a little bit of liquid, and let's just blend this up, and we're about to have the most delicious breakfast of life. Oh my God. I'm gonna take a little bit of the granola that we made earlier. Then I'm gonna add some bee pollen. It's an anti-inflammatory and it also boosts immunity. I'm all about like making things look beautiful because that's how it is at a restaurant and that's why you like to go to a restaurant. So put that extra time and care into your food, into your spa night, into your date night. Like just put 100% into everything you do, not to stress you out, but just to make you feel good and know that you're worth it. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna add some chia seeds. Chia seeds are super high in potassium and they're really a great alternative for omegas if you are a vegan. Then we're gonna add some raw pumpkin seeds, another way that you can get your omega-3s, and it's packed with magnesium and also some iron. And I love them also because they add a little bit of crunch to our bowl. Last but not least are my favorite goji berries. And goji berries are the fountain of youth berry. They are super high in vitamin A, 360% of your daily value. Like, are you kidding me? Yes, let's put some on. And they also are packed with omega fatty acids. So we're gonna put a little bit of goji berries. Oh my God, this looks so beautiful. And then I really love a nut butter in an acai. I think it gives a really nice taste and texture. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the almond butter that we had earlier from our granola. I just kind of slop it right in the center. So keep in mind, you can add any toppings that you want. This is what I was eating for 3 weeks straight. I love this. Sometimes I add a little banana on top, but because right now I am going completely low sugar, I am trying to cut out those high sugar fruits, so I just stuck to berries. It is so delicious. I cannot wait for you guys to make this. Please make sure to let me know if you know of any amazing breakfast ideas. Write them in the comments down below. Hold on, I gotta take a bite. This is good. And you know the deal. Subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye. This kiwi is juicy, shit. Ugh, it's making a mess. God, I love eating.